If y'all have been paying attention to MLB The Show's Twitter, you will have seen that they've already revealed quite a few cards, including one of the bosses, at least at the time of recording this video, only one boss, for the 9th inning program that's dropping tomorrow. Push the button, stream, going live right after that. That starts at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. Content should be live by or a little before, I would assume, noon Pacific. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're not already, and comment down below maybe on the players that we showed today who you're most excited for, but then also who you really want to see as a boss in the 9th inning program. I feel like we have to see somebody like 99 Ken Griffey Jr., Babe Ruth, maybe Albert Pujols up on that list. I feel like we have to see one of those best of the best legends, you know, one of the best every year. We gotta see one of those, man. It's the 9th inning program. We have to see somebody insane, just super good. So if you guys have any hopes for a boss that you really want to see, my personal one is Griffey. I'm going to get into a little bit why I don't think he's going to be a boss, but my personal hope is Ken Griffey Jr., and I want to see yours down in that comment section. So I want to start off by taking us to the 8th inning program just so we can kind of see how they work a little bit with the XP. So at 100,000 XP, we typically have the henchman. Now, hopefully I'm clicking on the right pictures and everything like this. I'm doing them while we're recording, okay? So it might be a little bit rough, but here we go. Yeah, so MLB The Show tweeted, and we can read it right over here. I guess it's up there for you guys. Who do you take at 100,000 XP in the 9th inning program, which is obviously, like we saw right here, the henchman pack, milestone Larry Doby, signature Luis Aparicio, or future stars Hunter Green. I suck at pronouncing names, but these are the cards now. Right there. So they're 97, 97, 96 overall. Future star starting pitcher Hunter Green. We got Larry Doby milestone cycle card, and then signature series Luis Aparicio. So maybe in the comment section if you're excited for any of those cards, if you have a certain one you're excited for, maybe let me know one of those three. I would say for me personally, I feel like it's probably gonna be Luis Aparicio. I feel like he's the main one I've used. I mean, I haven't really obviously used Hunter Green, but I feel like out of him and Larry Doby, I feel like I find myself using Luis Aparicio more for like team builds or in BR events and stuff like that. But those are the henchmen, 100,000 XP for those. Next up, if we go over a little bit in the program, at 175,000 XP, we got the classics. This is where they bring cards back from other versions of MLB The Show, and this is something that we're going to get to in my predictions a little bit. But as y'all can see with the tweets, earn 175,000 XP in the 9th inning program and earn the classics choice pack containing 2019 finest Matt Chapman, 2019 finest question mark, and 2019 finest Jack Flaherty. Now obviously as a Cardinals fan, to me that Flaherty stands out, but if we see the picture, 97 overall for Flaherty, 98 overall for Matt Chapman. Then we got somebody who has not been revealed yet, and I really would love to see who this is. I feel like it's going to have to be somebody who was really well liked in the past that's really good. I feel like they want it to be a surprise because it's going to maybe be a good card. Now, what comes to mind for me is somebody like a finest reliever like Hader, someone who's maybe, I don't know what his overall was, but like a reliever or a closing pitcher in my head might be a little bit lower in overall, just because reliever, sometimes it's harder for him to get that 99. So I feel like maybe that's going to be a reliever, the one that hasn't been revealed yet. But at the same time, I also feel like they wouldn't give us two pitchers in the pack. So I'm really not sure. But one of the reasons I really want to pay attention to this is because these are all finest cards, okay? And if we go to the tweets, 2019 finest, 2019 finest, 2019 finest, they're all 2019. So that has my brain thinking that for one of the three bosses for the 9th inning program, we might be getting a 2019 finest card. Obviously, it's not a guarantee. It's just like a prediction, kind of like, hey, that would seem like it's a theme. I feel like that might be a good idea. But if we take a look at these classics, right, they had finest in here. 2019 finest, 2019 finest, 2018 finest. And none of those three bosses were a finest. So I feel like it could be a sign. But at the same time, because if we take a look at the 8th inning classics, I feel like I shouldn't be looking too far into it, but I do want to maybe go see some 2019 and 2020 cards specifically once we get to our predictions. And one thing to keep in mind, a lot of people are thinking Team Affinity Season 5 is probably going to be Finest. I feel like for some reason everyone just has it in their head that that is how they're going to drop Finest cards this year. So we might be seeing some more classics and throwbacks for Team Affinity Season 5 if that is the case. Now, next up, we have the bosses. Now, bosses, we have one reveal at the time of recording this video. I said towards the beginning, for me, for this program to be a W, the 9th inning program, they have to have one of the big names. And just off the top of my head, Ken Griffey Jr., Babe Ruth, for me, maybe a little bit biased as a Cardinals fan, 99 Albert Pujols, man, one of the best hitters of all time, specifically one of the best right-handed hitters of all time, especially of like this current generation and whatever. But I'm a biased Cardinals fan, so I feel like Albert's maybe not on the level as Griffey and Babe Ruth for most other people, right? Which is definitely fair and understandable. But I feel like we got to see one of those big name 99 overall guys. We just got Willie Mays, we got Ernie Banks, we got that Chris Sale. In my opinion, for the 9th inning program, it is November. We will be nearly halfway through November when this program drops. We need somebody like Ken Griffey Jr. We need somebody like Babe Ruth. I feel like we have to have at least one of those guys of that caliber. We'll get into the boss that's been revealed here in just a second, but I want to say I don't think a boss is going to be Griffey just because in the past they've done Griffey week. They've let us know he's coming, so I feel like they wouldn't just drop him on us. I'd be very happy if they did, but I'm not expecting it. Now, here is the tweet. As y'all can see, boss number 1 in the 9th inning program is awards Johnny Bench. Are you picking him? See the rest of the 9th inning program, including the other 2 bosses, on tomorrow's stream, 11:30 a.m. Pacific. Again, it's the Push the Button stream, and you guys can see this image right here. Johnny Bench Award Series, 99 overall. I'm gonna have to go back and see MLB 20 what version of him we had in that game, but to me that seems like he should be really solid. Again, I want to see back in MLB 20 what his attributes were looking like on that 99 overall, but I feel like that's a really solid first boss. A lot of people are struggling to find catchers that they consistently enjoy using, and it's always nice getting a 99 overall catcher. So far, I feel like one of one so far on bosses. We're pretty solid, but I'm excited and very curious on who the other 2 are gonna be. Okay, so I'm kind of stupid. Also, flashbang, man. Every time I open this game, it's like I'm being flashbang, bro. But I'm stupid. I did not realize that the Johnny Bench that we're getting this year, as you guys can see on the screen, is the same one as last year. If I'm not mistaken, on there, the tiny little letters. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for y'all, but I'm pretty sure that's 1970, right? That looks like 1970 to me. I'm pretty sure that's 1970. And as we can see in the top left here on MLB The Show 20, 1970. So I would assume that this is pretty much exactly the card we're seeing. Now, sometimes they might change them around a little bit, but it looks like this is the Johnny Bench we're getting, which I did not realize last year. He had so many secondaries. Obviously, that catcher primary, but also first, third, left, center, right field. Now, I will say, if this is the Johnny Bench that we get, if it's exactly these same attributes, everyone, pretty much, I'm sure there will be a select few who won't, but pretty much everybody will be saying his card is an L, because look at the stats versus righties. Power's not bad, but no one is going to want to use this contact versus righties, man. I feel like we have so many other options. Maybe not so many other options, but we have other options already better than Johnny Bench at catcher in terms of especially the hitting attributes. And I feel like especially just looking over there at the left side of the screen, I feel like you're going to see a ton of people saying an L if they don't change any of those attributes for the Johnny Bench that we're going to be getting tomorrow. Now, like I said, I feel like MLB's got to do at least one really big name, right? Like Ken Griffey Jr., Babe Ruth. And I just wanted to bring up Ken Griffey Jr. so we can kind of look at what he was looking like last year. I have a feeling he's going to be better than this whenever he gets a card this year. And I feel like I would assume he's going to get a milestone card. Maybe for a career home run total, whatever. I feel like a milestone would be the best way to give Ken Griffey Jr. a better card than he's ever had in MLB The Show history. But like I said, it seems like in the past, a lot of times they've done Griffey week, and they haven't said anything about him this week, so I'm not expecting him. but I would love it if he was one of the bosses. Same thing with Babe Ruth. I feel like he's gonna get an even better card than previous years whenever he gets one, right? I feel like he's gonna probably have 120 across the board for power and content versus both sides. Maybe not. That's just like a personal expectation and kind of hope, I guess, but maybe a milestone career home run total for Babe Ruth, something like that, to potentially give him a better card than in years past. And like I said, I feel like we need a really big name for this program. Johnny Bench so far for me is not doing it at this point in the year. We got to have some bigger names and some way better players for sure at this point in the year. Now, my final position player hope prediction, whatever you want to call it, is going to be MVP Mike Trout. He was one of, I believe, the big collection rewards in MLB 20, so I feel like it would be really nice and just a lot more obtainable if they made MVP Mike Trout an inning boss. And I feel like he's somebody that people would be really happy with. I feel like he's somebody where if he was a boss, people would be saying W. And usually for these predictions for inning programs, I like to have at least one pitcher, whether it's a starting pitcher, relief pitcher. Now, we just got Chris Sale as starting pitcher, so I'm going with a relief pitcher. I'm going to say Eric Gagne. I was thinking maybe Finest Hater, who I'll show in just a second, but he already has that All-Star Series, I think the 2021 All-Star card. So Eric Gagne, his highest overall right now, if I'm not mistaken, is a 92. So I feel like it would be really good to give him his higher overall card. Now, with that being said, looking through MLB 20, I'm kind of tired of award series cards. I love that milestone cards are a thing in MLB 21, and I would love to see Gagne get a milestone card if they're going to do him. I feel like you could have it be just as good, if not better. And looking at the pitch selection, hits per 9, break, control, wish it was a little bit higher, but just looking at the card, I feel like people would probably be decently happy with that. At least me personally, I'm struggling to find guys that I can consistently rely on in my bullpen and that I enjoy using. So I feel like he could be a solid selection for a boss, but I just really didn't know who to pick for a relief pitcher. Maybe starting pitcher. Maybe we don't get a pitcher at all. I was thinking maybe Josh Hader, but again, we already have that all-star version of him. And I think that's all I really have for you guys in this video. I can't wait to see your thoughts, hopes, everything like that down in the comments. I can't wait tomorrow to actually see who's in that 9th inning program, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, social medias, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.